Hello friends, this is my last lecture, that is 7th lecture of this chapter, that is stereochemistry of disaturated cyclohexane. In this lecture we are going to study the stereochemistry of trans 1,4-dimethyl cyclohexane. This is the chair conformation of cyclohexane. See this methyl projected down, that is equatorial. Methyl at C4 is also equatorial, projected upward. This methyl going down, this going up. So this is trans isomer. So trans isomer of 1,4-dimethyl cyclohexane has two conformational isomer. In one conformational isomer, both methyl group at equatorial, and another conformer which is obtained after ring flipping. What happened? After ring flipping, methyl at C1 is equatorial become axial. As we know that after ring flipping, axial group become equatorial and equatorial group become axial. So same happened in case of trans 1,4-dimethyl cyclohexane. This di-equatorial dimethyl group on ring flipping gives diaxial. So trans 1,4-dimethyl cyclohexane has two conformation. In one conformation where both methyl at equatorial, and another conformer where both methyl group at axial position. Let us talk about its optical isomerism, optical activity. Trans 1,4-dimethyl cyclohexane either diaxial or diequatorial form, both these are optically inactive. Optically inactive. Why it is optically inactive? It is optically inactive because of plane of symmetry passing through the C1C4 carbon. Not only the plane of symmetry, this molecule is optically inactive because of center of symmetry. So this molecule possesses plane of symmetry as well as center of symmetry. So remember, cis 1,4-dimethyl cyclohexane is optically inactive. Cis 1,4-dimethyl cyclohexane is optically inactive because of plane of symmetry, whereas trans 1,4-dimethyl cyclohexane is optically inactive because of plane of symmetry as well as center of symmetry. So remember, both cis and trans isomers are optically inactive, right? So trans 1,4-dimethyl cyclohexane is optically inactive because of plane of symmetry passing through the C1C4 carbon as well as center of symmetry. Let us talk about its relative stability. We know that methyl group at equatorial do not shows any interaction. That's why here methyl is equatorial, methyl is equatorial. The energy of trans di-equatorial 1,4-dimethyl cyclohexane is 0 kilocalorie per mole. But after ring flipping, this di-equatorial gives diaxial. And we know that one methyl group at axial shows two butane-Gauge interaction, two 1,3-diaxial interaction. And energy for one butane-Gauge interaction, 1,3-diaxial interaction is 0.9. So this methyl shows two butane-Gauge interaction. This axial methyl also shows two butane-Gauge interaction. So total how many butane-Gauge interaction? 4 butane-Gauge interaction. And energy for one butane-Gauge is 0.9. That's why total energy is equal to 0.9 into 4. That is 3.6 kilocalorie per mole. 3.6 kilocalorie per mole. Here optical isomerism, trans 1,4-dimethyl cyclohexane has plane of symmetry, has not only the plane of symmetry passing through C1C4, it has center of symmetry, and that's why this molecule is optically inactive. In relative stability, in 1,4-diaxial transform, 2 axial methyl group shows 4 butane-Gauge interaction. That's why energy is 0.9 into 4 is equal to 3.6 kilocalorie per mole. In case of di-equatorial transform, when both methyl group at equatorial do not shows any interaction, that's why energy is 0 kilocalorie per mole. If we compare between cis and trans isomer, it is found that trans equatorial form is more stable. Why it is more stable? It has energy 0 kilocalorie per mole. Cis 1,4 axial equatorial, cis 1,4 axial equatorial or cis 1,4 equatorial axial shows energy 1.8 kilocalorie per mole, and trans 1,3 axial which is most unstable form of 1,4 disubstituted cyclohexane shows energy 3.6 kilocalorie per mole. Here we stop with stereochemistry of 1,4 disubstituted cyclohexane. This is a table where these are the isomers of 1,2, 1,3 and 1,4. This conformation, number of Gauch interaction, relative energy. Thank you.